What's up, Bandit? What's up, Bandit? Bandit's tapping in, tuning in. Welcome to another episode of Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. I'm your Chief Gihareh, leader of the Kim Dynasty and the Spiritual Bandits, because we take our abundance, we don't ask for what's so rightfully ours. Alright. Tangential Thoughts. On Tangential Thoughts Chat Show, we like to do an energy tarot read just to see what's the energy we should embrace and embody, and what energy we may encounter as we move throughout our day, and how we should kind of show up. What's the advice, what's the energy, just like a little slight heads up, how things is going. As always, Tangential Thoughts is a guided journal that you can purchase on Amazon. It's filled with quotes and pictures. Some of the quotes you may have heard before, some of the quotes I heard in conversation. But it has a quote, it has my response to the quote, and then on the other side and in the rest of this space here, you get a chance to journal your own ideas, your own thoughts, whatever it is as you go on your path of self-discovery of figuring out who you are, what are you thinking, and question your thoughts. Why are you thinking a certain way? Why are you feeling a certain way? Or if you got a great idea, having a space to just write them down. And so as you can see, this is a perfect example of my manifestation. My friend Bree here, she took me out to Humidor, which is a cigar lounge. This was the cigar, she got me 2 cigars. This was a cigar that I smoked, and then the other cigar I ended up smoking later. But the goal is that when we see each other, we'll be able to take a Polaroid picture together. And even the others there, this was our server or our waiter that day. Be Live, he was a DJ there. He daggone signed the book. He took our pictures. And so the goal is that I'll be able to sign your copy of the book, you sign my copy of the book, and we just get down whatever our encounter was, whatever happened during our encounter. This is a way to memorialize us meeting each other. This was Stas. He signed the book. He's a 15-year-old boy. He's a graffiti artist, and he also spray painted my Jeep. So that is Tangential Thoughts version 1 and version 2. Tangential Thoughts version 2, Project Extinction. So of course, if you don't see me, just because I ain't posting, don't mean I ain't working up here. I've been thinking I got a dope idea, so it's new visuals today. Definitely new visuals. At least there's gonna be at least one short I'm gonna post, or at least get edited, and I'll probably come back live to do my reading. I actually want to do a reading where I read out my book, and so it'll be like, you know how like the audio book you can have up there, you can purchase the audio book. Well, mine is going to be a YouTube video. It's going to be an audio book / commentary. I'm just going to read it. I'm going to read the book to you. Not the whole book, just the part that talks about how my family set me up and whatnot. I'm going to read that to you and give commentary. So if you ever get the book yourself, you can always go back and read it, and you always have me hearing it. Shit, now my girl don't want to call today. I'm chilling now. I don't care. I'm getting a break anyway. Yep, this is time for you to be creative. You know what I'm saying? It's always time for you to be creative. This morning, the next visuals, because all the visuals are only getting better. The visuals, each from one short to the next, some shorts I just be posting just because. But when I actually take my time, and if you see words, if I put words on a video, that means you know I actually took my time to edit this joint. But today, this is what you're going to see today. I got a Lamborghini. So I'm gonna put Kim Dynasty. I'm gonna put the YouTube channel up there. I'm gonna put the YouTube and, you know what I'm saying, maybe Project Extinction, Graffiti Jungle. I'm gonna put that up here on this. And then from the live the other day, I had made this cigar holder. And so I'm gonna have the cigar, and it already says Kim Dynasty on it right there. So this shoes. I got some shoes. I don't know if you ever seen them before, but it's just some pretty Nikes. They see through and they camouflage like the army fatigue. So I'm gonna show off those shoes for today. I want to show you. Oh, thank you. I want to show off those shoes today. I'm gonna use those props. And so yeah, I need to figure out which one of these markers work on this car. I don't need that. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one more. Well, I might have threw one away though. Alright, that ain't that. I think I threw that one away. Hey, thank you for the like. I appreciate that. Thank you for the like. Thank you. Alright. So here's the Lamborghini. Now, I'm always trying to tell people, you gotta work with the energy here. Until there's gonna be a day, right? Where it's like, you know what? I'm buying this Lamborghini. I'm gonna have my own Lamborghini to actually paint on, to draw on. Until then, you gotta be delusional enough to say, you know what? You gotta be delusional enough to say that, right? To think that, like, yeah, one day I'm just gonna buy whatever Lamborghini I want, whatever color. I'm gonna get a white Lamborghini, a black Lamborghini, and a red Lamborghini, right? I'm gonna be painting on them. You know for a fact I'm gonna paint on my Lamborghini. You know that's for a fact, right? And then it's like, what am I gonna paint on the jump? Then, but until I have enough money to afford to just buy Lamborghinis, get a toy jank, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting this, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get the Lamborghini. So here's my first Lamborghini. Okay, I'm gonna put Kim Dynasty. All right, got the Kim Dynasty. Gihareh. All right. Kim Dynasty for life. Kim Dynasty for life. All right, so Kim Dynasty, Gihareh. Might put some fake flames on the side. This red not really showing up for real. Hold up. Just put some little sparks up on the side. Just a little sparks. Damn. Just a couple little sparks. Just a couple little sparks. So, just some little sparks. So, we'll work on it. Just keep tapping into it. But it's not blank. It's just not blank. So, can't say that. But I'll probably get some more paints and stuff and maybe put some stuff on the tops and boom, boom. Just want to do a little bit here. Dress it up nice before I do the visuals. Got to come doing the visuals today. So, this. Oh, and the fact that I still got the motorcycle. Creativity is the key to happiness. You tapping in, you know this. And I'm glad you know this at a young age. So always make sure you stand right there in that energy right there. You already know that. The fact that you know that right now, you should always be able to say that for the rest of your life. Now, I'm also do a little bit of this on the motorcycle. I'm gonna have motorcycles too. Tagging the motorcycles. So put Kim Dynasty on this joint. I never forgot how. Yeah. I might need my black Sharpie for this one. All right. So got a little bit of markings. Just put a little markings. Just put a little. I tried to put the Kim on this side, but you can't really see it. So I'll probably go back with a black marker so I can really see it. So, hey, yo, but I feel like, you know how you be, hey, on Grand Theft Auto, right? On Grand Theft Auto, just be tricking up the cars, yo. Be gonna go outside. Hey, bro, I'm thinking right here on this spot. Hey, you know, hey, here I go. Right? So it's gonna be on Grand Theft Auto. Like that's gonna be just gonna be certain stuff. If I'm an actual playable character, right? If I'm a playable character, whatever. Sometimes you just gonna have to like. That's like some of the challenges. Just being able to wake up, fall off the. I don't know nothing about apology. I can't even relate. I'm sorry. Apologize for that. But that's gonna be one of the missions. You're gonna have to move the controller around. Or if it's in VR, that's even crazier because you can spray paint in the VR, but you just might have to be moving your controller around in a certain way, and the way that you move the controller is whatever you're gonna be spray painting on the car, on the Jeep. So it's like Chief Gihareh. It's like, yo, one of the missions or the side quests is you gotta daggone spray paint using your PlayStation controller. And thank you for voting on the poll. So you gotta spray paint and use your PlayStation controller and spray paint something on the car. And then it can be like a little contest too. Like every once in a while, I can just like that can be like new content I'm making on YouTube, and so people come to the YouTube to see, like maybe they gotta submit their creations. Like you can take a picture of the Jeep, like on the game, because I got a Polaroid camera. So in the game, you can daggone take a picture of the Jeep, be like, chicker. And then I get to see all the Polaroid pictures that get uploaded on the server. And then if I like any of them, I'll probably scroll through and see which one's the dopest, see what people doing with the stuff. And then that's just like a little shout out, parts of the game. All right, but we got this daggone Lamborghini Breezy. Whoa. I gotta pin that, yo. Hey, type the Kim Dynasty for life You spell, it's a typo in Dynasty. It's DY nasty. It's DY nasty. So type that again because I want to pin that comment. I want to pin that comment. But I don't want to pin it with the typo in it. So we got this. I'm going to leave this to the side. Type that joint again, bro. Type that joint with the right Kim Dynasty for life, and then so I can pin that comment so that joint can stay up top. All right. So we got the Lamborghini. Your other comment said Kim Dynasty for life. I want to pin it, but it has the Dynasty has an extra. Yeah, it's a typo, in Dynasty. So just the thing you said, Kim Dynasty for life. There it is. Hell yeah. My bandits. Kim Dynasty for life. Pin message. And right. Kim Dynasty for life. Bet. I might see if I can also is it a moderator? I forgot how I used to do it. Alright, bet. Alright, we got the candle going. Just so our candle gotta be in the visual. Alright, boom. Alright. Let's go ahead and jump into the read. And man, I hope you actually picking up how these janks be connecting, bro. Cause I be sitting down throughout the day and be like, dang. Or I remember this one. Or I remember how this one popped up. I'm telling you, bro. About to start with the Archeo deck. Starting with the Archeo deck. Well, I need that heat. I need to heat these up too. So, with the Archeo deck, it's archetypes. Parts of ourselves, parts of our personality. We have different parts of our personality. Some of our personality is more observant, more quiet. Sometimes we're super creative. So we just want to ask, what part of our personality will best serve us for today? What part, that wind blowing, crazy. What part of our personality will best serve us for today? How should we show up for today? What energy? What energy should we embrace? What energy should we embody? What energy should we embrace and embody? So, first one is the dreamer. First one we got is the dreamer. Now, this is a card of following your inspirations day in, day out. There's no days off. You see how wide-eyed, off the Egyptian god Thoth is? This is Thoth. And look how wide-eyed he is. There's no sleep for the weary. And I'll tell you how I'm already connecting with this. I woke up. Oh, man, and you can check it. Yeah, it's evidence of this. If you go on the page, I made a post on the page at 4 o'clock in the morning. At 4 o'clock this morning, so mind you, I was up before 4. I was up around 2, 3 in the morning. I just never fucking went to sleep, right? I'm in here, it's out there, boom, boom, boom. It hit me. I don't got a cigar in here. If I had a cigar in here, I'd show you. So it's like, I'm talking about all this stuff out there, boom, boom, boom. I was like, I can make my own cigar band. So I went on the jank, I edited it up, and I was like, all I gotta do now is print it real small, and so now I can sit here and say I got my own cigar brand. All I gotta do, and it ain't like for real yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and print the cigar band. I designed it up. Now I print it, and I'm gonna take the band off the cigar anyway, put it on my jacket, but I'm gonna just put my cigar band on it, glue it up there, and smoke that shit. But in the visual, you're not gonna see the other person's cigar band. You're gonna see my cigar band. And it's like, so now I was like, I'm a cigar band artist. And what if that's like, what is that? What if that is something I used to do in a past life? You know what I'm saying? Because I even looked it up before. I was like, where did the cigar band come from? Because it's necessary to have a band on a cigar. And then they said it's by, nobody really has a definite answer. But one of the Jones I read was, it might have been like Queen Victoria or whatever royal person it was, didn't want the smell of the cigar on their hand, so they wanted the band on it so they didn't get the smell, because they'll wear the white gloves and they didn't want to mess up. They didn't put the smell of the cigar on their hand and stuff like that. It was just a way of added protection. So, but yeah, I was up 4 o'clock this morning. I said, what if I used to do that in a past life? I was a cigar band artist. legit. So I'm gonna make that today. All right, now we got the Dreamer. Now we also have this Demon card here. Now the thing, and this is coming up in energy for us. So we got the Dreamer. Now with this Demon card, I think the precaution is self-indulgence. Saying, I'm going to have everything. You know what I'm saying? Or like knowing that, so for example, it's taking too much. Too much of anything will kill you. Too much water will kill you. And it's about knowing that limit. And you're going to be tempted to take something, or it may be offered. And so this is about limiting even yourself, having enough self-control and self-restraint to say, you know what? Now this is a good point. I'm going to stop. I'm not going to keep drinking. I'm not going to keep smoking. I'm not going to just being able to do that. And so even for me, if I really, really wanted to, I could have smoked a cigar yesterday, got on live, and sat there, boom, boom. But I was like, you know what? I don't want to build a habit that, one, I can't afford, or, you know what I'm saying? That's a message right there. Sometimes some people have habits that they can't afford to have. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna temper myself. I'm not, just because I have a cigar doesn't mean I need to smoke it. And I want to make sure that when I do smoke the cigar, I'm doing something creative. And so you got this Demon card popping out here, and this is just about being able to check yourself sometimes, especially you becoming so addicted to whatever it is, like whether I'm addicted to my progress, I'm addicted to my spiritual ascension, I'm addicted to personal growth, I'm addicted to creating, and just being able to have that self-control and self-restraint sometimes. So if you're going to have everything you want and everything you need. All right, so we got the Dreamer, we got the Demon. What energy should we embrace and embody? What energy should we embrace and embody? What energy will best serve us for today? What energy will best serve us? All that wanted to come out. But I see the Observer, the Shadow Diver, the Warrior. We got the Awakener. Alright. What? The Magician was already flipped over. I used to have to shuffle the cards like this. There was at one point, you would have to check the lives like months ago. But there was a point in time I fell asleep inside the car. And just weird on my hand. And I couldn't use my hand for like a week, bruh. But I had to keep pushing through. Alright. What energy should we embrace and align ourselves to? What energy should we align ourselves to that will best serve us for today? All right. Now, this is, with both of these coming out, it's just something to be aware of. It's something to be aware of, and this is for us. Now, the trickster. Whenever the trickster come out, hey, what's plan B? Plan B is to make plan A work. You just got to figure out another way to make plan A work. And so being mindful of that. And so things are going to happen. And because you set out for a goal, I was still encouraged to go for it. And as you kind of see how I go out the channel, that's what I do anyway. So I already kind of know. This is just something to be aware of. Because when the trickster come out, it's, can you laugh at it? It's, yes, the universe is going to test you and say, okay, this is what you really want to do. This is how you want to live your life. We're going to throw this at you. And it's up to you to take it and say, okay, the universe is testing me, and I just have to prove, I have to overcome this challenge and say, this is adversity here. There's a hurdle here. I need to jump over. I need to clear. I need to find my way around it, because this is how I do intend to live my life. So we have the trickster here, and I already told you, I got my props. So far, where the Lamborghini go? All right, the motorcycle. Got the motorcycle here. It's gonna be in there. I'm trying to set everything up. The cigar holder is here, and the Lamborghini, I know it's in here. I just had the Lamborghini, but all of that, I just need to make sure. I'm trying to get myself set up, and I know I'm about to take this walk to Dollar Tree because I want an energy drink. And so, oh, here go the Lamborghini. Just gotta make sure I find my way back. I just gotta make sure I find my way back. All right, so I'm getting everything set up. And my goal for today, you know, if I got a goal for today and I say, yo, this is what's coming, you know it's coming. No ifs, ands, buts about it. This is what I plan on doing for today. So I'm getting everything set up. But what's the song? Oh, Pop Your Shit. Lady London. That first 27 seconds. That's all I fucking need. And I wrote the fucking shot list too. I wrote the shot list. I said, this is what I want to happen on this line. This is what I want to happen for this line. Boy, I already edited this whole shit the fuck up. Yeah, it's gonna be fly. When she say, the part where she say, I love dealing with, oh, she said, oh, snap. If you on the live, you're gonna get a preview of this, Jane. You're gonna get a preview of this, Jane. She said, I made it in your face like a bocce though. Hold on. Now, the crazy part, right? I'm gonna set it up for you. I gotta get everything together. And you know me, I only focus on clean visuals now. I'm only on clean visuals. Oh, matter of fact, they both in the same spot. They both in the same spot. Watch the connection between the journal and the shirt. Watch this. This the journal. This the journal, right? This the journal. I got a grill in here too. I got a mini grill. The grill is gonna be a part. She said I made it in your face like a bocce though. So I gotta use my grill, right? These the props. You seeing all the props? Fire as shit, right? Mind you, this was at 5 Below. And I was just walking, because I'm always in a space of, man, why am I here? Why is my intuition telling me to go here? So I went to the Five Below, and I'm just walking around like, y'all, yeah, because I look, whenever I'm at, I look at everything. I'm like, all right, what's here? And I'm real quick about, I don't need this, I don't like this, and third, boom, boom, boom. Or sometimes you might see something like, oh, why did this catch my attention? Why do I like this? Why does it make me excited? Running with that. So, already, and I just showed you the daggone. So this shirt, it got the little chopsticks on it, hibachi though, and then it got the eggs and the noodles, that ramen, and then you see the journal, boom. And so I'm just getting everything set up. But this was the journal. Goodness. This journal lasted from March until September. And then this the current journal. We got the dragon out here. So all right, I'm just getting all my props together before. Hey man, it's all these dragons out here. It's all these dragons popping up and dinosaurs. Jungle be fire, bro. When I do the cigar band today, I'm sitting here telling you, but the cigar band is gonna have. I was gonna have this on it. I'm waiting for Naza to get back, but the cigar band gonna have this on it right here. So it's about to be, I don't know. We need to find a word. It's gonna be something. Because we got dragon and we got the cheetah. So the visuals today, boy, everything popping up. And I only want to show these a good one good time. Like when the videos start up, how should start? Oh, shorty lurking on my page, better watch me flow. Right then and there. Shorty lurking on my page, better watch me flow. You gonna see all the props on the grill. Boom, boom. That shirt, notebook shirt, and the Lamborghini. And this is how you know that either one of two things. Yes, I was really up at 4 o'clock this morning, 4 o'clock this morning, and I thought all of this out. Shit, look at my page, better watch me flow. Boom, you're gonna see all of the props, all right there. It's gonna be boom, the notebook, this, the Lamborghini, all on, and the shirt, all on the grill. All on the grill. And then, yes, sir. I'm just gonna put that over there. Put my shirt over it. I just be putting my shirt. I put shirts over stuff to cover stuff up inside the car. You know what I'm saying? You don't want people looking in your car. Right? So you getting the taste and the preview. So when I update this, I'm gonna update the description box later. For those who catch the live later and watch it, and you just come back to the description box and see which visuals are like, and it's gonna say, well, what's the goal for this one? We gotta keep going with the Grand Theft Auto Chief Gihareh. I showed off the shoes last time. I gotta see what this one gonna be about. I'm trying to show off the shoes again in this one. I'm trying to show off the shoes and the props and the shirt. It's gonna be mad stuff together, but these are the energies for us that we sit here and gotta work with here. You got that dreamer working day in, day out towards our creative passions and pursuits. We got the demon card here saying that you're going to be tempted with whatever it is that is going to be something that's going to actually, you know what I'm saying, call towards you. Again, always, as anything I always say, use that energy to be creative, but this is the card of knowing your own limits so that you're not becoming self-indulgent. And then we got this trickster energy. And whenever this pops up, is about whatever happens, being able to laugh at it and continue with the goal at hand. So, with that demon and that trickster there, yeah, I wanted to read the demon real quick just to see what else pops up. But when that idea came to me today, that got me hyped, bro. I did. Because I was up and I was like, yo, do I need to go back to sleep? And I was just not going back to sleep. All right, demon. Demon is on page 25. The demon is contrary and complex. Let's see, I got one highlighted part. Offering you a glimpse into the poisoned chalice without demanding that you drink. So it's saying, hey, here's this, but it ain't gonna make you drink it. You do what you want to do. If you keep him at arm's length and take his insights into homeopathic doses, I don't know what homeopathic means, so I underlined it. He will keep you protected from greed and envy. But his greatest contribution to your cause is to make it possible to recognize those who wish you malice. Those who wish you malice. Remember, it's, hey, here, somebody's going to offer you that, and it's, are you going to take it? They're not going to demand that you, but it's going to be right there. In many ways, the demon is the hardest Archeo to acknowledge, yet he is necessary. Without him, we'll be utterly gullible. On the one hand, he is a slippery manipulator. On the other, he helps us recognize dishonesty and duplicity, both in ourselves and others. If you keep him contained, his familiarity with animosity will serve you well. But if you allow him to convince you that indulgence is your birthright, you will quickly lose your way. With one foot, it's another red part. I highlighted some more here, so let's see. With one foot in the dark and the other dancing in the blinding light, the demon is both tormentor and realist, and thus an unpredictable teacher or ally. Certainly, you must hold him at arm's length, but do not try to banish him. You do not want to make him a dire enemy. When taking his counsel, it would be wise to call upon the sage and the warrior for arbitration and protection. Remember, your fascinations, addictions, and repulsions are weaknesses, and he will try to play upon them even as he is warning you of an external threat. That's the part. Your fascinations, addictions, and repulsions are weaknesses, and he will try to play upon them even as he is warning you of an external threat. One foot in the dark and the other dancing in the light. He's an unpredictable teacher or ally. He helps recognize dishonesty and duplicity both in ourselves and in others. I think the part that always made me, why I underlined that part, it says your fascinations, addictions, and repulsions. So the things that you don't like are also your weaknesses. So, be aware of vices. I think, did I just meet them the other day? Hey! See, it's good to know people. I can finally say, oh, I know them. finally went to that Christmas party, and now I know I can say what's up. I can say hi. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I'm trying to figure out what it is that I don't like. What's something that I don't like that would be an All right, but I know for sure today is going to be a creative type of day. I'm up and at it. I'm up and at it. Oh, I know for one thing, right? Like right now, one thing I was planning to do, I don't know. We'll see how this ain't work. What I'm planning to do today is go to Dollar Tree and get an energy drink. I plan to go to Dollar Tree and get an energy drink. You know that'll be my wave. You know how many energy drinks are in here? You know how many energy drinks is in this thing? That should be like a riddle. You ever had to guess how many jelly beans be in the jar? It's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's at least 8 energy drinks and chips. That's all that's in here. Energy drinks and chips. And then another one. It's just mad energy drinks and chips in here. That's all. That's it. So, but things I don't like, I'm not sure. But I know what my fascinations and addictions are clearly right now. My fascination and addiction clearly right now is creating. And these cigars. And as a disclaimer, the cigars are not healthy, right? Cigars are not healthy. And it's not like I'm even gonna try to sit here and spin it. It's, you know what I'm saying? It is smoking. You know, and there's no, well, I can say for me with some positive benefits of smoking a cigar, but it's, the labels will sit there and tell you there is enough tobacco in here. It's more harmful than it might be more harmful than a regular cigarette, for real. I think the amount of tobacco that's in a cigar. So those are just things to keep in the note and keep in the mind. All right, so we got maybe, because I was planning on doing 2 things today. Man, I love the candle in the car. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Bobo Bev. Bobo Bev. It's so many B's. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Right now, we got this one. I got another one of these. And I just finished burning, this one? The Caribbean teak wood. I just finished burning this Caribbean teak wood. And this one was called Sweater Weather. So I just finished burning both of those. But I kind of use them to also, when I don't have a cigar, right? How am I still adding that fire to the videos and the visuals? And so whether it's a candle or incense, I'm lighting it up. But the candles definitely for sure combat the cigar smoke. Kind of. The cigar smoke wins, but I like to tell myself that the candle is helping the car smell better. The car smells great. It smells great, actually. It smells great, actually. But the cigar smoke actually is not even that pressing. And actually, some of the cigars smell great, but it just depends on which. See, I'm also big on using more of our vocabulary here. So how many times I just said great, but cigars do smell. Some cigars do smell wonderful. Some of them smell superb. It just depends. So it's hard to get a cigar that got smell, taste, all that. Like perfect cigar. All right, let's see here. All right. Continue to work. We do have the healer. Now, the healer is about paying attention to, you know how sometimes you be sitting there saying like, something will be telling you, man, I need to take a break. I need to slow down. I need to do this, that, and the third, right? Some be saying that, telling you, but you just be ignoring it. You just keep on going and you just keep moving and living, moving and grooving. And then something traumatic happens. It's like, well, shit. Okay, now I actually have to sit my behind down. Now I actually have to just sit here and meditate, rest, relax, whatever it is. Something happens that will cause you and your body to be like, all right, boom. All right, we do need to go ahead and take the time to meditate. We do need to take the time to either isolate, be by ourselves for a little bit, or whatever it is. The healer is just encouraging you. It's coming up in external influences and factors, though. So for us, we had what's this one? For us, we had the dreamer, the demon, and trickster. Coming up in external influences, we do have the healer. And so, just be mindful of, even if it's other people outside of you as well who may need to, you know what I'm saying? But that's something that you got to pick up on yourself. Being able to read other people's energy, knowing when to slow down. When you can barrage somebody with a whole bunch of questions, or you could be pushing somebody too far in the gym, or as you're on the run. It doesn't, like, whatever it is. Just being mindful of but you gotta read that person. Like, you know what? Push them to a certain limit, but and if you want to help them grow, sometimes push them to that limit, just a little bit beyond it. You don't want to push too far. But we got the healer there, and whatever it is, mind, body, heart, soul, listening to that, and what do you have to do? What needs to be done to rejuvenate the soul? What do you got to do to heal your heart? What do you got to do to get your energy back in your body, rejuvenate your body? What do you need to do to repair your mind? All right. So next, we got the poet. Next, we got the poet. Now the poet and the artist, they bring life and make things seem as if they are not. So the poet does it with the words, the artist does it with pictures. But the artist and the poet are two professions that, you know, society depends, right? Society may frown upon and not necessarily invest in. But if every artist and every poet was to say, you know what? We're not creating no more. We're not doing anymore. If every artist and every poet was to stop, oh, the world would be in shambles. The world would, you know what I'm saying? But they don't invest enough into it. That was one of the things with the Roman Empire. They couldn't fund the artist anymore. So, but it doesn't matter how far you go in history, the artist, the poet, they're the ones, man, it don't matter how far you go, what society, what you're talking about, the artist and the poet, there's going to be an influential poem, story, piece of literature from a time period that you hope just makes it. We wish that we had the very first book. What was the first story ever written? What was the first story, this and the third? And then don't even believe that shit. Like, I think the oldest story ever written on stone tablets is the Epic of Gilgamesh. And it's like, we wish literature, the poet, you know what I'm saying? We wish those things would last fucking forever. Or now we do highlight the Mona Lisa. Or I just showed it to you. Oh, I was hiding it. This right here, there's a reason you see this on a notebook, this great wave here. You see that great wave on a notebook, and you see it on a shirt. Those pieces of art are famous pieces of art that have lasted. That lasted throughout time. And not only that, we was having this conversation just last night. God was like, it don't matter what you believe in. Every religion has a flood story. So he was like, that lets you know that a flood did happen. Something that came over, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But what if we had some art, or the poet? What if we had some literature? All of that stuff was just washed away. So the poet comes out and it brings life, and it makes us look at the physical reality in a certain way. Because the poet can alter the words. I walked into the joint and I got a free cigar box. But I said one day it's going to be the opposite. You just switching those words around and it's going to be like, man, I got a free box of cigars. And it was just like that. And so it's like, so I'm always making sure that, especially when the poet comes out, that you're especially speaking, if it's delusional, that's what the poet is, right? The poet is delusional. The poet is going to talk about a flower, a butterfly. It's going to talk about a candle and make it seem much more than what it is. However, isn't that healing the energy around you? To be able to talk about it in such a way. Slight little study, but they do say that you talk to a plant very nice and very friendly, and it's a plant. You can get your own flower, your own plant. You can try this for yourself, or you can just Google it and look it up for yourself. They do say that if you talk to your plants in a very nice and loving way, you can heal a plant with your words. You know what I'm saying? And if you yell at your plant and you're mad and angry at your plant, it will wither and die. And that's with your words. That's with your words, bro. So making sure that we're talking in a positive way about ourselves. But in order for us to talk, every word was a thought. So make sure we're thinking positively as well. I went to go to, pastor took us out to, well, shout out to D. D paid for it, but we went to Golden Corral last night with the church. And dang, what did I want to say? If it's important, it'll come back to me. If it's important, it'll come back to me. I was saying that the poet talks about things in a very positive way. If it's important, it'll come back to me. All right. Next, in our external influences and factors, metamorph, which is a card of transition. And this is phases in life. We go from being single to a relationship, going from homeless to home, or from going from having a home to homeless. That's some shit, right? People be thinking like, damn, how did this person ever become? That was one of my questions, right? I used to always look at homeless people like, damn, how the fuck are you homeless? Like nobody, you have no family, you have nobody that cares about you, and this, that, boom, boom. But when people ask me that shit now, I be like, family and friends are the fucking people I'm trying to get away from. I don't want, the last time I had a home, they popped up and took me and they put me in a, you know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. But that's the question, all right? That's something to think about. As you go through transitions in life, whatever it is, however it's going to come about, you take part of it with you into the next phase. One chapter into the next. There's clearly a chapter before the next chapter. Stuff happens fast, man. It does. It really does. And you just, in a blink of an eye, you be like, dang, man. This time last year, I was here. And so just think always like how fast, what happens within a year, man. And if you even if you don't believe in any past life or anything else, just to think that if you only got one life, even if you waste an hour, you know what I'm saying? An hour of time. Just always think about your timelessness, endlessness. But this is transformation. This is transformation. A part of you comes into the next phase of life. And this chapter of life, yes, it is separate from this other one, but this one does precede it. And so this is a card of transition, whether it's going from, I don't know what it's called, if you don't have a kid, whatever that is, to having a kid, to parenthood. They are transitions and phases in life. And as we go through those phases, we have lessons that have been learned, and we take that leap of faith. We're stepping into the unknown now. We're stepping into this unknown category, this unknown territory. We get our wings. That's how you learn how to fly. The bird, when the bird goes to leave its nest, oh, look, and look at that. We got two birds right here. We got a bird here, and we end up, I don't know if you want to call this a griffin, whatever this is, and gaining our wings here. The mother bird kicks the other bird the fuck out the nest. The bird, she says, bitch, you gotta fly one day. You gonna get out this nest and one or two things gonna happen. Either you gonna learn how to fly or, nah, every bird learns how to fly, right? I mean, the only bird that doesn't fly is a penguin and a chicken. All right, well, if you don't want to be a penguin or a chicken, if you want to fly high with the eagles, then you'll learn how to fly. Oh, the other thing I do like about birds, I heard this one time though too. It doesn't matter where the bird goes. The bird takes the gift with it. What's the bird's gift? Flight. It doesn't matter if the bird's in South America. It doesn't matter if the bird is in Mexico. It doesn't matter if the bird is in Cuba. The bird, wherever the bird is at, the bird can fly. Wherever you're at, your gifts, skills, talents, and abilities go with you. So whether if you have the gift of Gabriel, and that's another connection to make, just like something I don't know if it's real for real, but gift of Gabriel's the messenger God. And if you have that gift of Gab, then wherever you go, you know how to connect with people. You know how to talk to people. You can clearly communicate. As an artist, fine, fuck it. If I don't know what the fuck I'm to say to you, I can draw a fucking picture. A picture speaks 1,000 words. How does a picture speak words? And how does that phrase even come about? That's what the poet, the artist, this is what all of this is. And so this is transitioning from one phase of life into another. Being Delulu until it's Trululu. Speaking about the area, even these two are in the line, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you see how like it's here, wings, and then a full bird here? You know what I'm saying? I'm becoming an angel, an earth angel, ascending, boom, and then healer was right there. And these are all the external influences and factors. And then we got three more. It's three more. External influences and factors. We got the lion card. Now, the lion is a protector for the used and abused. There's always a combative energy towards oppressive people. So, and this is coming up in external influences and factors. And, you know, my pastor's big on, it rarely tells you to take action. It does tell you to resist the devil, resist temptation, resist, and allow the universe and karma to let things work out here. But I like the fact that it's coming up in external influences and factors. And I remember even one time, right? I was in a cigar place and I was waiting. A guy before, he said he was going to bring me some shoes. I put them in the visual. I put them in the other visual. When the one that says the shoe game Tuff, it's the last shoes that I had on in that video. And he gave me those shoes, right? But I was waiting for the guy to show up. And I'm just sitting in the spot and I don't have no money for it. I didn't have no money for a cigar. So, but I was just there the day before. So it was, I had came to this place like 2 or 3 days in a row and didn't buy anything. But I was just embracing the fact that, hey, I'm in a cigar shop. I'm just here vibing, chilling at there, boom, boom, boom. And so the one guy was like, but I heard it. You know what I'm saying? He made a joke, this, that, boom, boom, boom. But the other guy stood up for me. Because he was like, yo, he be in here, he'll never be smoking a cigar, this, that, boom, boom, boom. And the other guy was like, and it came up in external. I ain't have to say nothing, do nothing. But, because I'm gonna act like I ain't really hear it. But the other guy was like, well, maybe he just taking his time trying to decide what he want to smoke. You in here, you already know what you want to smoke, this, that, boom, boom, boom. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he don't rush. Maybe he just trying to take his time, figure out what it is that he want to spend his money on, how he gonna smoke, and what he want to smoke. And I like this fact that when this comes up in external, and it's coming up on the external. And so the lion protects the used and abused from oppressive, authoritative rule. Got two more. Two more. Love the illuminator. Nothing grows without the sun. Now I've been hearing this other thing about, it was this tattoo I saw on Instagram. I screenshotted it. The tattoo was like, everything has cracks in it. That's how the light gets in. And that was something to think about, right? That was something to think about. Because even if you read the Bible, it talks about like, it was dark. And he said, let there be light. Like, cut a light on in this bitch. The illuminator light. Light seeping in. Light, you can't hide that light. It's on, wherever light is always going to shine brightly. Like, you can, I'm not sure. Can you see it? The candle. You see the fire in the daytime, you especially see the fire at nighttime. And so you got the illuminator here. Nothing grows without the sun, but it shines a lot. Oh yeah, I think the last time I read up on this, it was like that something being exposed that opens our mind, opens up, make us come snap back to reality and say, okay, this is what's going on. And so we got the illuminator here, something being exposed, and that just causes us to wake back up and start living again. All right, and then last one from the Archeo deck. And what do we have here? And I always like this one with the eccentric card. Eccentric is about flying high above the rules. And it's not that, yeah, I don't know why I always mess it up just like that. The rules do exist, but they just don't apply to us right now. All right? The rules don't apply to us right now. Yes, everybody else follows these same laws and this and that, boom, boom, boom. But I have a goal. I'm doing something right now. I'm being creative right now. And so we have this eccentric card. So let's see. Even if that is what's exposed, even if what comes to light are beautiful, grand ideas. And remember, and being able to protect them as well. Protecting ideas. So that is in external influences and factors. And we even see the alchemist at the bottom of the deck. We see the alchemist at the bottom of the deck. And what world are we creating? Because you help shape the world with your thoughts and ideas. You help shape the world. All right, let me go to the other oracle deck. Let's move to the love deck. Move to the love deck. Because the tarot portion be super fast. The tarot portion be super fast. So let's go ahead and read through these. All right, with the love deck. First two cards I read intuitively. Last one, I read the question out the book. And so, okay. How does this work? Oh, first one is the energy that needs to be let go of. So, energy that needs to be let go of. Ooh, the storyteller. The storyteller is number 31. 3 plus 1 is 4. And it's coming up in the energy that needs to be let go of. Is synchronicities, things to note. How this is also coming up in with the poet. Coming up with the poet. And with the poet, one thing I remember about this storyteller card, I think the question to ask you, it says, what are you telling yourself? What stories are you telling yourself? And how do they make you feel? The honest to goodness truth about what's really going on What lies are you telling yourself? What stories are you telling yourself? What truths and lies are you telling yourself? How does it make you feel? So we got the storyteller. That's coming up in the energy that needs to be let go of. So whether, should you be lying to yourself more to make yourself feel better? Or should you be telling yourself more truth to snap back to reality? That's for you to wrestle with. Because it also has the healer there. It also has the healer. What should you be saying to yourself? Should you be telling yourself more truths or more lies? All right, next. Energy that needs to be kept. That was 31. Now we got 33. 33 is 6, and that's a good number for relationship and harmonious relationship. But 33, energy that needs to be kept. We have the caregiver. Now, we got the caregiver, energy that needs to be kept. My bro already said it. He said creativity and just being the ability to create is healing. We had the dreamer and we also had the healer, and they're both in the top row. So the caregiver. Energy that needs to be kept. I'm just trying to see if I can piece that together with this demon and this trickster. Both of those coming out right there is shifty. It's real shifty. It's real shifty. So it's just like, because I did want to, a part of me, like when I get off of this, I want to go get some energy drinks. And I'm going to have to walk however far to go get it. So that's one thing I wanted to do, but that's to make this short. Now, the only other thing I wanted to do was read my book. I wanted to do like the audio version for my book, and so that I would be smoking a cigar with that as well. And how do I want to do that? Well, we got the caregiver here. We got the caregiver. That's the energy that needs to be kept. And a caregiver is going to be mindful, attentive. They're going to give a little here, give a little there, but they're not going to over give. So I'll be able to take that in a sense. It's about over giving, even with yourself. And sometimes like you be called to go do certain things or have a certain conversation, and you got to be able to balance how much, because you gotta give yourself time to create, or you got to give yourself time to relax, or you got to give yourself those times. You got to make it happen. Now, sometimes you are called. People say, hey, I wanted to talk to you. I want to do this, or I want to do that. And that can intrude on your time and your space. So, things to think about. But we got the caregiver. So, and especially once you learn to set a boundary and have your, once you learn to set a boundary, and just reinforcing them, you know what I'm saying? Some people they're gonna look at you differently when you set certain boundaries up, because they're all of a sudden on the outside of the boundary. Like, yeah, this boundary is to limit myself from talking to you so much, or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. All right. Oh, so repulsions. What repulses me right now is my family. You know what I'm saying? My blood family. So, but that's how that hearing or seeing something from them, you know what I'm saying, that because I've been watching some stuff too, so it's like the holidays coming up, and certain people think that, oh, they might hear from you on the holiday and this and that. I'm in a space right now, it's like I don't plan to. The people who have invested in my journey and on this path at this time, those are the ones that will hear from me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a long list. I know, like, Josh, Fatima, Avery, Ashley, James. Those are the people that I would have to actually extend myself to. Hey, boom. You know what I'm saying? But on actual Christmas Day, I plan to I'm gonna just go ghost on all social media. And cause I don't want nobody, nope. I ain't hearing nothing, seeing nothing. I ain't hearing nothing, seeing nothing, yeah. I gotta make sure that I'm with my pastor family and just having a great grand time. And just focus on always being happy. All right, last one here. Energy that needs to be learned. Energy that needs to be learned. The warrior. Got the warrior right here. 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. And so even with this warrior here, and we had that lion, let's see what 18 says. The warrior. All right, here we go. This could represent a challenge in which you need to stand up, step up, and speak up. I messed it up. It really says, in which you need to step up, stand up, and speak up. We got the lion, which is a card of protection. All right, so there's just something to be mindful of. We got the lion, we got the luminary, something being exposed, and we got the eccentric card. This could represent a challenge in which you need to step up, stand up, and speak up. But the energy to fight will only come for something that is worth the battle. The life that we're creating, this life that I have now, this happiness, this joy that I have right now, that is worth fighting for and sticking up for. There may be a slowing of outcomes or a delay in a hoped-for occurrence or resolution, but all the same, nothing is lost just yet. Be careful to pick your battles and don't get caught up in drama. That will bring you no personal, long-term joy or comfort. It's not a short-term, think about in the long term. In the long term, will this make me happy? Talking to this person, being around this person. The warrior develops skill, is loyal and true to the cause they are aligned with, and makes planned actions towards the goals they are looking to reach. Makes planned actions towards the goals they're looking to reach. Told you this morning what I want to do. I'm making visuals today. Baby. All right. What do you value as worth fighting for even if you lose? What do you value as worth fighting for even if you lose? I applied to be a dog trainer the other day, and I'm sitting there talking to this Thursday. Yeah, I used to be a teacher. I'm like, why the fuck would you leave teaching? I said, if I would have died last year, all they would have been to say was he's a great teacher. He was an amazing teacher. He was an awesome teacher. But I said, I'm an artist. And if I gotta go out, I gotta know I was an artist. I gave it my best shot. And that's why I said, even if I stop, like if I stop creating now, if I stop doing art, if I stop YouTube, if I stop Instagram, if I stop all my social media and just stop everything, and I was like, you know what? F it, I'll just go back to teaching. You know what I'm saying? Even if I was to stop all of that, I could at least say I put myself out there and I tried. You know what I'm saying? My very best. I did everything I could do. I gave it my best shot. You know what I'm saying? That's what I will. That's the only thing I wanted to do, man. I was like, man, I'm too good at art to not be living through my art. I was like, but it's getting to a point where you just, you know what I'm saying? You do have to fund yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to sponsor yourself. And what they always say about this and third is like, man, what's bringing in your income? This and third, boom, boom, boom. So, but I believe that my art is worth fighting for, and my creativity is worth fighting for, even if I lose, even if I have to go back to getting a job, even if I got to go back to teaching, whatever it is, even if I got to go back. Being able to say I lived a certain point of my time in my life as an artist, it was worth it. It was worth it. All right, let's jump into the PlayTime deck. Let's jump into the PlayTime deck. Jump into the PlayTime deck. You already see 10 of Wands, carrying heavy burdens. Everything you didn't create, you done built this whole house up, but it sounded like now that you planted all of this, now that you created all of these, well, you now got enough to build a house, man. That's what I do plan on doing. I plan on building a house one day. All right, what is the advice? Let's move to the tarot portion. Let's move to the tarot portion. What is the advice for today? What is the energy we should embrace and embody? What is the advice for today? What is the energy we should embrace and embody? All right, Page of Cups. You see, we already got this storyteller over here. But we got this transformation card, poet, and healer. So, transformation, that was over here. Page of Cups. Cups, water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We got a page here. Page of Cups represents a younger person, or it could represent younger person, child, pet, all of that stuff, right? Cups, that water energy is going to refer to our emotions, our heart space, and relationships. So we got a court card. It could represent a person, whether that's us or outside of us. And this is about imagination. There's always a story behind what the heck is he going to do with the fish in the cup. So when I first caught my first fish, I saved it for a couple of days. I cut the fin off, and then I put that on the tarot card that I made. And then my other fish is actually still inside that cup. It died. Caesar. Caesar died, and I still got him inside that fucking cup. And I was waiting for that to really just die out or whatever. I might try to protect that. I might laminate that. If I can make it flat, I might laminate it. Try to keep it. Got the Page of Cups here. What are you gonna do with your imagination? We also had the storyteller there, and that's what truths or what lies are you telling yourself. So, and we had that poet card, so, and transformation. So just things to think about. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. What is the advice for today? What is the energy for today? But we're gonna add some clarifiers to that. Let's see what's going on. Brand new start, beginning, taking action, almost divinely. Like I said this morning, I was up at 4 o'clock this morning, and I was like, yo, I can literally print a cigar band, wrap it around a cigar, and then smoke it and say I got my own cigar brand. That is coming out of nowhere, right? Almost divinely given, brand new start. Wands is Aries, Leo, Sag, but it's about our creative passions and pursuits. So we got the Ace of Wands there, and then what is the advice for today? What is the energy for today? What is the advice for today? What is the energy for today? Now, yeah, however you relate to it is how you relate to it, but I know for sure how I'm gonna relate to it. Now we got the Eight of Cups. Now this is a card of walking away. You got all these cups and everything lined up here, but still unfulfilled. And whether that's, and it's more cups. So again, cups, water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and referring to our relationships, our emotions. Sometimes you do got to leave certain people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to set up a boundary. Sometimes you got to set a boundary. And it's unfortunate, but that boundary could include family. Sometimes things will get illuminated and show you like these family and these friends too, right? But leaving them, and running towards our grand ideas here. So again, referring to so there are certain connections, there's certain energies that you're just gonna have to leave behind. You got the moon, so we got the sun and the moon here, and we also had that sun pop up here. And this says something becomes illuminated. It comes to light. So for me, embracing my spirituality, embracing my creativity, still running through with that, and just gotta keep boundaries around or from certain connections, and you're gonna have to leave. May have to leave. And where you're going may not necessarily be calmer. You may have to endure the storm. And the reason I say that is because right here the water's calm, but right there you see the waves starting to pop up, but he's still moving in that direction. You got the warrior. That was the energy that needed to be learned. All right. 8 of Cups there. So water is dominating right now. Water is dominating. Even here at the bottom of the deck, the 4 of Pentacles, and this is, you see, holding on tightly and saying, you know what, there's certain things that I cherish, that I'm nurturing, that I care about. I gotta keep that to myself. There's certain things that I gotta keep to myself. So this stuff on the outside, you see certain things on the outside, but there's certain things about me, there's certain things that I have to just keep to myself. And Pentacles is Earth energy, Taurus or Capricorn. Last one. And then we out of here. Going for that walk. Get my energy drink and be tuned up. I don't have to get my energy drink, but I want one. I'm also trying to figure out where would when I take this walk. Every time I went for a walk, I also thought about a poem. So it's like, because I couldn't find my speaker. I had a mobile speaker, and it's somewhere in here. I just don't know where I put that thing. All right, let's go. All right, Page of Cups. First one we're clarifying is this Page of Cups here. And Page also is communication as well. Page could also be communication. All right, so what is the advice for today? What is the energy that we should embrace and embody? What energy should be aware of as we navigate the waters? And so another court card. Definitely could say about some type of incoming communication. You know what I'm saying? You see there's emotion here. And pages, the thing about pages is that they need to take action. And then you have a knight here, this Knight of Swords. Definitely, Swords is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Swords is communication. So Knight of Swords charging ahead with ideas, and that's that page there. So you got the Knight of Cups clarifying that, and those are 2 court cards. So with that energy is both of those together, communicating how we feel, being able to just communicating how you feel is something that important to do as well. Or it's the Knight of Swords, the storyteller, and the poet. So definitely about how we're talking. How creative are we being with our imagination? Every time I say billionaire. Oh, hey, listen, man. Hey, I appreciate your time, energy, patience, and attention. You tapping in, tuning in, leaving comments, liking all of that is so much appreciated, man. You have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you next time. And just come check it out later and see the visuals that we make today. See the visuals we make for today. So that Knight of Swords is definitely talking about, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I always say, whenever something like that comes up, I always say, billionaire, I am billionaire, cigar aficionado, psychic artist, greatest. I'm the greatest billionaire, psychic, cigar aficionado, psychic artist, cigar band artist is what I'm trying to say now. All right, bro. Be easy, be easy, be easy. All right, next we have. Thank you for that. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I will. I am. There's like these certain phrases, and it depends on your sign, that are really, I gotta go back and learn them. I know I am is one, I will is another, and they're for certain signs. Like, it's important that certain signs they talk in such a certain way. I forget the other ones though. All right. Next, clarifying this Eight of Wands. What is the advice for today? What is the energy for today? Clarifying the Eight of this. Ooh, nice. Clarifying the Ace of Wands. We now have the Eight of Wands. So definitely, and this is everything being in alignment, especially with what we're creating, our passionate pursuits and inspirations here. And so that Eight of Wands, yeah, the Eight of Wands, and we have the Eight of Cups here. So 2 8s, but definitely, and this, sometimes they talk about this is receiving communication as well. And this is that Ace, come on. Got the Ace of Wands to the Eight of Wands. And then last but not least, clarifying the Eight of Cups. Now we got the Queen of Swords. So yeah, 3 court cards here. With the Page of Cups was clarified by the Knight of Swords. And now this Eight of Cups is being clarified by the Queen of Swords. Note, things to note. Cups being clarified by Swords. And again, Cups being clarified by Swords. The Queen of Swords, especially, she nurtures her ideas and she speaks her truth and she faces towards the future. And so moving right on ahead with what we are creating. Bottom of the deck, Judgment, waking up to a brand new life and receiving karma. And this is Gabriel blowing the horn. Damn. Hey, 7 of Cups there. All right, so that was the read for today. That was the energy read for today. That was good. So yeah, today, at least look out for a short. And if I go back live, I'll be reading my book. I'll be reading my book. All right. Beautiful. Good read. Both of the cups were clarified by air energy. Both of the cups were clarified by air energy. And that's what speech and communication. Yeah, every single last card, it was the Knight of Swords. 8 of Wands was even communication and receiving communication. And then Queen of Swords, all of that was about communication. And we had both cups, and in the middle was that fire. In the middle was straight fire. So, fire and water, air. No pentacles. No pentacles popped up, actually. Something to note, right? Something to note. So, pentacles is career, finance, money. None of that really popped up. The 4 of Pentacles kind of showed itself. So there was an absence of physical manifestations, in a sense. It was all air ideas. All right. Thank you for your time, energy, patience, and attention. This has been another episode of Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. I'm your Chief Gihareh, and I'll see you on the next episode.